Hello everybody, how are you doing? I'm Jean-Andrea. I'm here in New Zealand, and today I want to show you how you can make a back stitch. Now a back stitch is actually an embroidery stitch, but it looks like a machine stitch and it behaves also like a machine stitch, and it is very strong. It's very strong, and you can use it to sew any item. Back in the days when there wasn't a sewing machine, everybody was just doing back stitches, and they made garments, they made things for their homes, and they just used a needle and thread. Now this is a very old book, and this book you can actually find online for free actually, and it's called Mary Thomas Dictionary of Embroidery Stitches. So this is the illustration of the back stitch. So I will be showing you what you need to do, but before that I just want to show you exactly, for my very new people, new beginners, this is the back stitch over here. It just looked like a machine stitch, this stitch over here. Okay, so what you are going to need for this practice run, get yourself a piece of fabric. Just take any scrap fabric and measure it about 5 centimeters by 15 centimeters, or 2 inches by 3 inches. Okay, you cut it out, but you need to have 2 pieces because we are going to stitch a seam with a seam allowance. So okay, you cut your pieces out. I have my 2 pieces. You get yourself a needle, okay, but make sure that your needle is not too thick, it's not too long. It should have an eye that you will be able to get your thread through, because some of the needles are tiny and you're going to struggle, but there is a tool that you can use to get the thread through the eye of the needle. Okay, get about 50 centimeter thread. I'm going to be using red because I want you guys to see, but I just want to show you the strength of this thread. Just look over here. Can you see it breaks quickly, but it's still strong enough to handle the fabric. And look at this thread. I cannot break it because this is meant for upholstery, and you can use this for a thicker fabric, or like leather, or any piece of fabric that you want it to be extremely thick. Let's say you want to hand sew something outdoor, you can use this thread. Okay, you buy this at the fabric shop. Right after you have your thread, what I normally do, I use the beeswax. You don't have to use this, but especially older thread is actually good to just pull it through. It makes it stronger. Now you will need about 50 centimeter long thread, 40 to 50 centimeter, and I'm going to be using double. Okay, and you're going to make a knot. For those who still don't know how to make a knot, I am right-handed, and I will, exactly as I'm sitting here now, I will keep the thread like this. With my left hand I will rub it, And then I will put it over my finger like so, and I rub it again. Okay, and then I'm going to pull it through. Right, that's my knot. There are different ways that many people, when they start making a knot, they will end up making the knot here. But you need to have the knot at the end, okay? So what we'll do now, you have your needle and thread, you have your 2 pieces of fabric, and now you're going to place them right side together. Okay, right sides facing. If you have fabric with both sides the same, that's okay. Place them right sides together, and I am going to put down a pin just to hold it together. And for the practice run, I want you to take any marker or a pencil. I will just use this marker perhaps now, and I am going to make a seam allowance of 1,5 centimeter. Okay, this is my little tool that I use right over there, or you can use a ruler, 1.5, or you can use a tape measure. Use whatever you have, okay? And then you will just going to make some marks there. Because you are going to draw a line. Okay? Make as many as you feel that you need. This is going to be your stitching line, okay? Right, that's all done. Your needle is ready. Now, if you're right-handed, you're going to do the back stitch working from the right side to the left side, okay? So, just watch me from now onwards. The stitch should be very small, a few millimeters, 3 millimeter, 4 millimeters, 5 millimeters, because the smaller the stitch is going to be, the stronger it's going to be. Okay, so you see I made 2 stitches. I hope you made 2 stitches as well. Now I'm going to go back again, but this time I'm not going to come out here. I'm going to have the same distance but in front. Okay, just like the drawing over here. It's the same length as that. Okay, you can work with a single strand if you want to, but then you have to be careful that you don't let the thread get out of your eye here, which means you need to make sure you keep the threads, you keep your finger here to keep it together. So I would say for the beginners, just do a double thread. Now back there again. Same distance, about 4 millimeters. I would say so 3 millimeters will be a very good length on the line that you draw. And that's how you continue until the end. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to end off now. Because let's say I'm done, I want to end it off now. What I do, I go back there, but not here now. I just go back there. And I'm going to be making 2 stitches on top of each other. You can cut off there, but everybody's got a different way of ending off. To secure it, do you see what I do? I make a little loopy there now. I put my needle through, and then I pull it tight. I cut it off. Voila! You made back stitches, and you made a seam. Now, if you were making something, you will open it, you will go press it here nicely. This will be the front. This is the back. It's called back stitch. Okay, now for those of you who are afraid you might hurt your finger, you can use a thimble. Oh, there it falls on the floor. I have got very thin fingers, as you can see. I never used a thimble. I never. When I would use something that's like really thick, like using this long needle, then I would use it, or I would just find other ways to get it through. I will never use my finger, but you can buy for yourself. You can actually make yourself one with leather fabric or thick fabric. So I hope you learned something today. This is back stitch, and I'm going to show you the running stitch next time. So please keep practicing and have a very blessed day further. Bye, and remember to subscribe.